This is Sally Kohn for the Women's Media Center, and I am with Karen Nussbaum, the Executive Director of Working America. Karen, you're doing some really important work on paid sick days that would help all Americans, but particularly family members. Tell us about that work.
We're working in Denver right now on paid sick days and finding that people are hungry for something that they can actually win, that makes sense to them in every way, not just whether it personally affects them, whether they have paid sick days, but that it's a health issue for their whole community. It's a public health issue. It's an issue about whether their kids go to school sick. And then it's an issue of corporate accountability. And that's really where people feel the most injustice in a way. When a company like Starbucks or Walmart makes billions in profits and won't even provide a single paid sick day to any of their hundreds of
not a single one?
Employees, not to any of the line workers. Executives, I'm sure, have it. Those issues of fairness, those issues of corporate accountability and public health are what are really motivating people. Working America talks to thousands of people every single night at their doors. They feel isolated and powerless, and they are looking for a way to fight back.
Now, Karen, as one of the great veterans of political world and organizing world in the progressive movement, I have to ask you, these are traditionally very male spheres. What's the biggest lesson you've learned becoming a powerful woman in this world, and what's your advice to the next generation?
Well, you know, just think of women as people, just like them. The
Crazy!
I know, it's, I think actually it's all just about organized power. You got to build your power from the bottom up and then push it into every arena that you can. It's insane that what are traditionally thought of as women's issues are somehow put to the side. Political power would be expanded for all working people if we just really thought of women as people too.
All right, Karen, it's time for your mystery grab bag question. I know, go for it, read it and answer it.
Is it getting easier or harder for the next generation of women? Both. I've got a daughter who's 23. There are ways in which she takes her own power for granted, which is beautiful to see. But there are other ways in which she's a generation or two back, that they're fighting the same kind of battles or even worse that my generation felt like we had overcome. I think it's in the context, too, of overall there's less organized power available for all people. So it's a tough time for young women, and I think that they should hold that thought of their personal efficacy and move it into the public sphere.
Well, unfortunately, they have leaders like you to show the way. Karen, thank you so much for the work you do. Thank you.